Namaste, Mooji, Venerable Mooji. After several years of Tibetan Buddhist studies and putting in practice meditation, I reach to one stay that is very boring and flat. Means something is wrong? Of course. May you explain. Thanks, Rita. It could be Peter. I don't know, it sounds... Aha. Will you come?
Namaste.
Hi, namaste.
I appreciate very much your...
Come up here for me because I can more hear better. Thank you. Are you a doctor? No. You're right, like one. I come sit in a minute. After several years of Tibetan Buddhist studies,
yes, yes,
and putting in practice, meditation,
yes,
I reach
yes
to one state
of mind.
Yeah, that
is
very boring and flat.
Okay, exactly.
And means
something wrong.
Is your question? Is it mean something is wrong?
I have the answer. Of course, it's wrong.
Of course, it's wrong. Yes, yeah.
But I cannot find out the way.
You have found.
But I think you did answer already because you say the mind always is trapping with a key, sending something to...
Yes. Because when I was in one retreat, somebody asked this question, you see. What is the difference between Tibetan Buddhism and Advaita? And I said, Advaita is quicker. I hope I didn't get into trouble. Direct. This is here. What you are searching for is here. Is here. It's not somewhere else. Even the next room. It's not here. It's not here. It's here. You see? So then people ask, why don't I know this then? I say, okay, I want to know why you don't know it. So let's look together. Because if it's here, what you are searching for, what the Buddha found, where is it? Was it under the Bodhi tree? Was enlightenment under the Bodhi tree? No, he found in himself, no? Okay, Christ, where did he find? Inside the self. You see? So also we have to find it in yourself. If truth is timeless and infinite, it must be here. So why we feel it's not here? Okay, let's find out. What can be in the way like that? Because you see, I am blessed with a short attention span. So I have to get there quickly. I can't go after a while, although I am gone somewhere else. So it has to be something, it must be direct. It must be here, and it must be you.
Timeless, of course.
Huh?
Timeless, of course.
And timeless, of course.
And no concept. But the problem is, the concept is always there.
The concept is always there.
The duality is always there.
Yes, duality is not the problem. Duality is not the problem. Not the problem. You see? You are the unity and the unicity inside the duality. Both must be there somehow, but which is the greater, you see? It is you who looks at duality, not duality look at you. You are aware of the concepts. The concepts are not aware of you. So you say the concepts are still there. Let them be there. They cannot be there without you. It's you who see them. Isn't it?
True, that's true.
Yes, yes. So whether they are here or not here, that depends upon you. Your perceiving of them. Who are you? Anything that you can speak about, whether it is emotion or some memory or your projections about the future or the idea you have of who you are or your religion or your discipline. What is it without you? You are the heart of it. Who are you? Well, definitely it must be you because you are the one who is perceiving it. The power of perception functions on your behalf. Even you are perceiving itself. Isn't it? The functioning of perception occurs to you. You are aware even of the waking state. Something knows this is the waking state. Where is that knowledge known? To whom? To whom? So all the things you can mention, all the senses, yesterday we were doing this, the senses, they cannot exist without you, the perceiver of them. And you are the one who is perceiving everything in your world, isn't it? How would you know about Bhagavad Gita? Because you are. If you are not, would you know about Bhagavad Gita? You see, so everything funnels back to here, including your person, the sense of your person, which is a continually changing self-portrait. None of these identities are you. And when we were 5 years old, you look in the mirror and you had a sense of who you are. And if your parents tell you, no, I don't want. You see, like this, you had a sense of who you are. And then 5 years later, again, you're looking, we are looking like that. When you're 10 years old, the face has changed. And your thinking is also changing. Then you feel, yes, this is who I am. I am like this. 15, another more change is coming. And again, you're looking, this, and still you have a sense, this is who I am. This is who I am. And it goes on. You grow a beard, and still something is there. But if you look at all these changes, which one of them is most you?
The change itself.
Huh?
The change itself.
You may say the change itself is you, but you are the witness of the change also. Have I gone too far to speak like that? You are there to witness the change, all of these things. If you follow what I'm saying now, right now, then in another minute, you'll all be awake. Yes? I've recorded this, so we can judge. Huh? You are not anything that you are perceiving. Even the subtlest feeling, the breath also, that is functioning, and there's awareness of the breath. The doctor may ask you, how is your breathing? Oh, it's a bit, in the morning, you're not the breathing. You're watching the breath also. You see? A doctor came to see me this morning, check pulse. Pulse is, I'm not the pulse. You see? So all these things we are looking. Self-image, not self-image. Okay, so if none of these things are you.
I understand, but something block.
The block you also see. She said something blocks. But the block is also phenomenal. There can only be a block if you want to get behind the block. Isn't it? Is yourself over there? that something can block you. Please pay attention. Is yourself behind the block? I should move the block. Self, I. No, it cannot be there. We say sometime like this. For there to be an eclipse, there must be three factors. There must be myself, the thing I want to see, and the thing that blocks me from seeing it, isn't it? There must be these three positions, no? Then if I move the block, I say, I can see the sun. Okay? That's you call eclipse. Can the self be in the position of the sun? The moon has come in front of the sun. Now everything is dark. Can I be this darkness? Now the sun, the moon has moved. Now the sun again. Can I be the sun, or the light of the sun, or even the warmth of the sun? You follow? So nothing. What is a block? Just another concept again. Something comes and you say, "What is the block?" You say, "Well, the block is just like something prevents me from going further." How much further you want to go? What is the distance of the self that you should go further again? But we have a culture of disbelief. So something always feel, yes, I understand it intellectually. What it mean? I understand it intellectually. What's the difference between understanding something and understanding it intellectually?
Mind. Okay. The mind. Can the mind block the self? I think the mind and the block is the same thing.
Mind and the block is the same thing. Okay? What watches mind block? Is there anything that the mind is blocking that you need to see? I'm asking this question. You're thinking what you're looking at, but where you're looking from? Who are you looking as? This is important, no? We are always in culturing of identity. We are always reporting what we are looking at, what we are experiencing, recording what you are experiencing. This thing happened on this time, at this date, happened to me and my uncle. These are phenomenal things you can write. It's not you. It's like I've come to meet you, we're sitting together, and you open your photo album to show me you. This was me when I was 16. I said, but you're here, no?
How old I am?
Huh?
What did you ask?
I said, it's like we're sitting together now. I come to see you.
Yes.
And then you open you say, I want to show you something about myself.
Yes.
And you open your album and you're showing me photographs of yourself. But I say, but you're here. And
yes. It's not me anymore.
Yes, yeah. And so the same thing we are doing. Always the past. It's the past. All we are speaking is the past. Even what you want is past. Dressed up in the title of future. Who are you? Everything you can perceive, either with the senses or with the subtle mind and intellect. So even the most subtle things, some things are so subtle, there's no name for them. They appear in no dictionary, but they are perceived in their subtlety, in your subtler still consciousness. Isn't it? They are still phenomenal. That which perceives everything else Else means everything but you. That which perceives everything, can that also be perceived? Who has done it? What does it look like? What is the weight of the ultimate perceiver? What is the color? What is the gender? What's the size of it? Does it have any such thing? These questions must be met today, now. Not by going, thinking, trying to remember what you have read before. No, forget, throw the books out for one moment. Can I have one moment with you? Just you. Can I have one moment with you? Just you. Just now. Because if you only study, if you only debate, you create a field of mental noise. Is this what you want? It will never be freedom. You must discover, you see. I said many years ago, it came to me, if you are curious, you will learn. But when you are desperate, you will discover. You see? Sometimes life throws you into very intense experiences, blasts you, in order to drive the attention inside the heart that you may discover, not just merely think, not merely believe. You cannot merely believe in the self. It's meaningless. You must be the self. And not be like you're going to become, not a me being the self. You must discover this thing. And right here in this moment, this is precisely what I'm pointing, no? And it's not difficult. This you must believe and act upon it now also. You are witnessing everything. The world as you know it. This is what this world is. The world as you know it. The world as it appears to you. You are who? Well, it could be because I have asked someone in Satsang, who is looking out from behind those eyes? I asked this question. And one man, he said, conditioning is looking out. And I felt very pleased because it felt true. I said, but what is behind the conditioning, watching the conditioning looking out? I don't want this in the form of only a verbal or mental answer. I want you to introspect and to feel and to stand in the authority of your own seeing. At least come to this place. If there is some further difficulties to arise after this, you'll find it much more easy to tackle the rest of life. Come home. Come home. Home is not a bondage. It's not you're going to be locked up. No, you are in the center of your own self. And be in life. Do not curse life. Be in life. You'll be a true human being and at the same time truly divine being. But don't delay. Something in the mind still thinking, yeah, sounds good, maybe I try it when I get home. And then you get home, somebody phones, you forget, and tomorrow, oh, we go again or something. But as I'm speaking, you can confirm. You can feel where the energy of my pointing is putting in you. And now also you can do.
Thank you very much. Thank you to be here.
Okay. I did a little exercise some while ago that I would like to invite you to just to play with me a little bit. Say you all showed up in this space now, and each one is a candidate for freedom. You are searching, come for this. Then you have to go through a few stages to be assessed if you qualify. Okay? So, first thing, we have a new machine, no? And it has to measure, it has to weigh you first. You get on this machine, an amazing machine, that only what is original to your body is going to be weighed. So everything that's not original to the body as it is in this moment, it will be removed. There will be no pain. So all your false fingernails, all that have to come off. No? Your rings you have to take off, all these things. Yeah. Even the stitches you have to take them out. They're not original to the body or something. Okay? Your eyelashes, false one, take them off. Everything has to come. Contact lenses also come. It's not fillings. No, everything has to come. No pain. Machine is a wonderful machine. But for a moment we have to take only your organic self. Everything is taken out, no? Then also we go to the bathroom, everything out. Then we come, they say, okay, look on this super machine now. You have to play with me. So everything that doesn't belong to this body, naturally, so your toupees and your weave-ons and everything like this, everything, your nose rings, all these things, everything out. Then we will, clothes, of course clothes have to come, everything thing. A men in one room, women in another room. No distractions. Okay, so, and now we measure, machine, digital, something come, and we take your weight now, because you come for this freedom today. We put the weight down precisely at this time, 11:52. We have a few more minutes before we start scratching, okay? So we write your weight and just go boom. Next, we come like this. Okay, next stage. You sit, and we have to remove also from your consciousness and mind, okay, everything which is not original for you. So all your memories and all this was not original. This came later. So all this out. Everything washed. Take out. All your desires, your projections, your idea of who you are, everything is cleaned out. Everything. Just only what is original. Out. All your stories, religion, politics, your views, everything is removed. No? All your projections about the future, I want to do this and tomorrow, all this out. Your name, not original. It was given. Name also out. Education, out, everything out. What is left? Be here. What is left? No. In this moment, what is left? Are you suddenly bored, stupid, vegetable? What is left? To come in through this door, all these you must leave. Leave everything here now. All your titles, father, uncle, daughter, son, friend, married, all this, must leave it for a moment. Everything. Scraped clean again. Still you're here. Still you're here. Then something will scan you. Doop, get coming. Who are you? We don't know history. No history. Just be. Be that. As you are now. Your mind is trying to hold on. I don't want to play this game. I don't take a risk. But also this cannot come. If you're going to hold your mind, okay, you cannot go through the door. No, it won't go. When you go to the machine, still, okay, you go back out again. Take the test again. So everything out, wipe clean. Still you're here. No accompaniments. Your powers of perception is still alive, pure. Senses are still here. Senses are still here. Your body is here. You can look over there. You can look. Anybody suffering? Then you walk right through the building and out the other end. There may be a queue of people at the back waiting to collect again, recollect the old stuff. I don't know. These things are only to enable you to feel and be your natural self, to show you it is no distance away. It's not at the end of some strenuous practice. It's not buried under layers and layers and layers. No, not at all. You're here. Don't believe yourself is, you cannot get it like that. It cannot be simple like that. You have to suffer and you have to live naked in a cave and, live on one peanut a day and just water or something. Is it true? No. But your mind, what you call your mind, it will come again. because there has been a kind of relationship. Yeah? Mind in the psychological sense is only somehow keeping you in the mode of being a particular person, has responsibility, obligations, keep you fixated, your attention fixated upon your physical and material existence, remind you of who you are, who you were yesterday, and the yesterday before yesterday, and all of that gives you the pride of lineage and all of that. Is that what you want of life? It's okay. It is still the game of consciousness. And it is fine also. The consciousness is not fixed in its display as existence. So great is the consciousness that on any layer you will find yourself. But to be only aware of the self at the level of the body and mind functioning and a psychological identity, I think it is falling very short of who you are. For some of you, what we are sharing, when you have invited it inside your own contemplation, this may turn out to be a beautiful turning point. A beautiful baptism inside your own being. Your life will be expressed inside a greater awakening. And you will have no regrets. Who among you are they? I don't know. I point you only to what is. An aspect of ourself unfolds in becomingness. This is fine, and it is consistent with the dynamic existence. All things are in movement. Don't waste any energy or time trying to make what is by nature changeful stable. No, let it flow. Let the life flow. When you have discovered your own true stillness, effortless stillness, not somebody being still. Nobody can be still. Your effortless stillness, then you'll be much better at accepting life in its changefulness, in its momentary here and goneness. Today is the third or fourth day into our sitting together. I felt maybe we will take a few days to defrost. It's a new space, many new faces, new friends. But we're inside the cooking itself already. The self cannot be realized or recognized The self cannot be recognized merely theoretically. Your true self, is not a theory. Your true self is not a theory, but an aspect of our expression is fiction. Find the fact. Find the fact. Find the fact. You are the fact. When you know the fact, then you may enjoy the fiction. But to live as the fiction without recognizing the fact is to miss your chance. All are consciousness. All are consciousness. In each one, the perfection dwells there. But it is true, it appears as though there are sheaths, layers to our being. That there is our phenomenality, this, which is a time body and a time mind also. But here is our timeless self. My feeling, if you ask me, the opportunity in this life, I don't want to say it's the purpose, but the opportunity is to discover this, who you are here. I don't say it's going to make your life into a bed of roses. You don't need a bed of roses. Just be here. And to know I cannot not be what I am. I cannot not be what is. This is the joy in my heart to share with you. I have not come to impart to you some wonderful spiritual theology or theory, because you are living being. I don't need to look in a book to find you. We are here together as one. This is the beauty of the life, that not that you have, but that you are also. No one is exempt from freedom. Some people say, but maybe it is not my destiny to know this. To hell with destiny. You are more than destiny. It is true. If the urge is not within you for this, then it's just not that moment. It is fine. You're here. Many people you know that you are close to, they're not here. This is your moment to look at this and to look from this. I believe it was Saint Francis of Assisi who said this. He says, what we're looking for is already where we're looking from. Isn't it? And the great poet Saint Rumi also, he says, knocking at a door, it opens. I have been knocking from inside. Knocking at a door, it opens. I have been knocking from inside. But the knocking has been necessary, because without knocking, it would not have opened. And without it opening, you would not have realized you are already inside where you're trying to be. This is the great paradox of self-realization. So I have not come to give you 10 steps to, but to point to that stepless truth which we are. Make no joke about it. There are forces functioning internally to sabotage your discovery. This is part of the great play. It is a mystery. But there are forces within us that is fighting to stay as it is, to remain in a state of ignorance, in a suffering state. We must transcend them, transcend their influence, to wake up from the hypnosis of conditioning. So I will close today again with that reminder. Yes. What is timelessly perfect. You must discover that inside yourself. I point you to that, to where you cannot not be. That all this, all that you call life, your study, religions, all these things that we see, that is in the theater of consciousness, the playground of the being. We are not to curse that. Something has brought you to this point in your manifest existence. An opportunity, an invitation to look more deeply into the ocean of your own being, which is here. Your part, our part, from my view, is to say inside your heart, yes, take me. That is more powerful than 100 techniques. It is simple. It is innocent. It is pure, like water, like air. It is pure. Because when you say yes in your heart, there's no techniques to yes. You see? You cannot hide behind yes. Yes. Replace me with you. Merge my mind in you. You is who? You merge my mind in you. You is who? The Satguru within your own self. It is not a person. It is not an object. Then you will know that this is a mighty existence. Then this life will be called auspicious. I have not mentioned to you about any commandments. I point only to that which is indivisible, unborn, pure, timeless, true. So let's now take a few moments in quiet to allow just yourself to settle in your own self. The great sadhana is not so much to do, but to recognize, to be. Not the verb to be, the noun to be. Satsang is the river, the ocean, where you will bring your mind to be baptized in the ocean of your own self. Be aware now of that effortless silence and space. You don't know if it is inside or outside. There is no edge, no boundary for your being. Confirm that. In this instant, in this moment, observe that your being is not in a state of waiting, not waiting. The self is not an event. That already is. Do not purchase the futuristic promises from the mind. Once you have said yes inside your heart, the whole universe supports your seeing, because that is natural. Don't try strenuously to figure things out. Pay attention instead to that space-like being which is beyond time or change, but in whose presence such phenomena are perceived. Devote as much attention to staying conscious of the self until it becomes effortless for you. You are not time or what time produce or remove. Om. Namah Shivaya. Just a few parting words for today as you go out and about. For many of you, maybe most, your actions will move in an inner silence and space with you, will be with you. Anticipate that at some point the mind force will try to reinstate itself. Do not be disappointed if that should happen. You are on the higher ground. The advantage is with you always. Don't fight with the mind. Only stay as the self. I'll show you.